Hello, Jamie. So what do we know about the flood situation in Kashechewan this year?
Well, I spoke with Chief Friday today. I'm sorry, I'm getting an echo. I spoke with the chief today, and the flood situation is not that bad this year because it depends on the breakup. Now, we're talking about huge chunks of ice, like the size of cars and stuff. You know, so when the breakup comes and if, say, for example, a cold day hits like -40, then those pieces of ice can really jam up the river. Oh. But this year, the breakup in spring came early, so there was warm weather. Chief said the ice has just been flowing pretty smooth since the beginning of April.
We're watching some of that here, courtesy of Carrie Ann, who's up in Kashechewan. She posted some of the spring thaw viz. So there's no evacuations then this year. Is that correct? They were able to stay. Everybody's in the community, staying in their homes.
Yeah, that's right. Only 3 people were actually evacuated this year, but that was for reasons for medical or mobility or because they're elder. But what did happen again this year is called the On the Land Initiative. Okay. And this was started last year by the federal government. Indigenous Services provided equipment for people to go in the bush. This was in response to COVID, so that these people wouldn't have to get relocated temporarily for the flood season to urban areas like in Timmins or Cochrane. So this year, they provided canvas tents, stoves, fuel, to allow people to go to the bush, because right now it's the annual goose hunt. So people are in the bush right now in their camps harvesting geese.
Well, that's maybe where the leadership went, because they were going to come on today, and then we thought, well, maybe something's going on with the with the evacuation. But you know what? It wouldn't be the first time we lost guests to hunting as well. Yeah,
that's right.
That's probably right.
In fact, the chief said he just got back out from his camp today. And actually, because of the warm spring and early spring, the goose migration came early this year. So the hunt wasn't actually that great, and the chief said that he didn't even get any geese.
Oh. So 17 years this community's been saying, you know, we want to be moved. We want to move to this Site 5 location as it's known locally. It's about 30 kilometers away from the current site, as I understand it. Not very many people might be familiar with the background on it, that there had been plans to move, and then it was decided they were going to spike it, and then there's now a new deal that had been signed, but we haven't seen any movement. What can you tell us about that? Are they going to be relocated at some point? Is there a timeline for this?
I reached out to Indigenous Services today. Unfortunately, they haven't gotten back to me yet. But like you said, it's delay after delay after delay for these people. There was a deal signed in 2005. A year later, that was scrapped by the Conservatives under Stephen Harper.
Right.
Fast forward, back up to 2019. If you'll remember, 2 years ago, around this time in May, 200 of the residents came to Ottawa for a rally on Parliament Hill, and there was a protest, and they were demanding to have their town relocated. So
and they said that they would do it, right? Like this government, the Liberals said, "Yeah, we're going to do it."
The chief did sign an agreement there, but he wasn't too confident, because he said, you know, at the time he said, "This is the 3rd time I'm signing an agreement. You know, when is this going to happen?"
Well, it's understand why they are frustrated in Kashechewan too. Just lastly, how's any other flooding issues in your neck of the woods this spring? It's dry out on the prairies, but we're wondering if that's the case everywhere.
I don't know about the rest of the province, but like they said in Kashechewan, the flood waters barely came up above the shoreline. So it's a good sign, but like people are just fed up. They want to relocate. In 2019, I was there at the protest, and I spoke to these people, and they said living in Kashechewan is like living in a bowl. They said it's surrounded by what's called what is it called? It's a dike encircling the whole community. So literally, it's like they're living in a bowl. You have to drive up one side of the dike and then down the other side to get into town. So, and it's not. They don't feel safe.